Today, I'm going to be teaching you why losing weight is so hard and actually give you a step-by-step plan to make it easier for you. So let's dive right in. Most of us just want to lose weight and improve our health. Like if you're listening to this is because you know you want to change, you want to evolve, you want to grow in some way, but the question hits, why is this so hard? Like why the hell is it so hard and so difficult to lose weight when we actually want to? Well, I'm going to take you through something called the emotional cycle of change. And once you understand this, it's going to be a huge game changer for your weight loss journey. So if you're sitting at home, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen. If you're driving right now, just make some mental notes, stay safe. So let's go. In order to achieve your fitness goals, you're going to have to make some sort of change. You got to change your habits. You got to change your mindset. You got to change your daily choices. We all know that. That's why you're here. You're no longer in an unconscious zombie walking around stage, right? You're the type of person who's like, okay, I really want to do something about this. Something needs to be different. And I need to know how to actually change my lifestyle to lose weight. And that's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this. And if you don't change, your body won't change either way. There's no way it can. If you do the exact same thing over a period of time, there's no way anything is going to change if you don't do something different. There is a psychological cycle that we all go through in almost every single type of change. And that includes losing weight. And there's two psychologists, Don Kelly and Daryl Connor. They developed a model that actually deals specifically with emotional aspects of change. And understanding it will make it easier for you to stick with your fitness goals. And if you can identify where you're currently at in this emotional cycle, it's going to help you push through the tough time. And you're going to be able to say, oh, I'm just in stage 2 right now. Like I just need to keep going. Or I'm in stage 3. Things are hard, but I just need to keep pushing. And one thing I hear from people all the time is I'm great at starting things. I'm great at starting a workout. I'm great at starting a diet plan, but I always give up after a few weeks. Well, that's because of this emotional cycle of change. There's 5 stages. And if you understand and anticipate how you're going to feel in each stage, you're going to be in a much better, more prepared state to handle the ups and downs that comes with weight loss. And this happens with all sorts of change. So stage 1, it's called uninformed optimism. We're all familiar with this stage. It's one where you're feeling really, really excited. You just want to lose weight. You want to start that business. You decided to hit the gym. You try to eat clean. You truly want to get fit. You truly imagine yourself trying to look lean. You feel great. Maybe even rocking that bikini or swimsuit, your shirt's off. And this is called the uninformed optimism stage. You're optimistic because you haven't yet experienced the hard stuff. You haven't hit the point where you've tried super hard, you're tired, you're hungry, you're super sore from your workouts. You're just focused on all the good things. And this is why everyone feels super excited in the beginning. Think about New Year's Eve. Oh man, New Year's Eve, day 1, baby. Everyone, all these newcomer comes to the gym, feel really, really excited. One thing that you can actually do to capitalize on this excitement is to journal why you're actually doing this. We call this the manifestation letter. We actually create something called the 2.0 version of yourself so that you're very clear on the type of person that you truly want to be. So you write down what you're looking to try to achieve, why losing weight is important to you, what are the benefits, and it's important because when things get tough, you can look back and remind yourself, why did I start in the first place? A lot of our clients, we want to be able to keep up with our kids. We want to be super strong. We want to be super healthy. But more importantly, if we race our kids, we're going to torture them in a race. So at this stage, you see all the benefits of losing weight, but you still haven't actually lost that much weight. You haven't actually felt any of the costs. But trust me, everything has a cost. And when you say yes to something, it means you're saying no to something else. So when you're saying yes to fitness, you're now saying no to certain habits. Previously, maybe you're eating a lot of junk food. Maybe you're skipping a lot of workouts. You now need to exit that comfort zone. Right now, you're not thinking about that. You're just super excited about the potential. And that is stage 1. Stage 2, this is otherwise known as informed pessimism. Informed pessimism, this is where things really start to get real. The excitement starts to fade, and you now realize how hard it's going to be to lose weight. You've been working out for a few weeks, maybe a few days, and maybe the scale hasn't moved, or you're feeling a bit sore, you're feeling a bit tired. You're now informed about what it's going to actually take, and it's not going to be as glamorous or as easy as it seemed. Negative emotions start to creep in. Oh, can I even do this? The benefits you imagine don't seem to be immediate. And you start to notice the cost a little bit more than the rewards. And this is where you start to feel super frustrated, maybe even anxious. Am I doing the right thing? And this stage is where a lot of people start to quit. And you might think, this is too hard. Maybe I wasn't meant to actually lose weight. I really miss food, right? But if you know that this is just part of the process, you can start to push through. Stage number three is the valley of despair. If you keep pushing, you're gonna hit stage three. This happens for everything. When you start a business, things get really, really hard and it gets harder, right? And this is the toughest part of the cycle. And this is literally where you're most likely going to quit because this is the lowest point. You've been putting in work for weeks, if not months. You start to hit that plateau. The results still feel really far away. The weight isn't coming off nearly as quickly as where you want it to be or as fast as you want. And now you're getting tired of your diet or your workout routine. And the pain of change feels very real here. And the benefits seem almost non-existent. The easiest thing to do at this point is just quit. You just go back to your old habits. You fall backwards. And this is where most people just give up and abandon their weight loss, their fitness journey. But if you can recognize that this part is just part of the process, you're going to know that this is super temporary. And this is why it's so important to have a compelling vision, to understand why you actually want to do this. It's not just about losing weight. It's about being healthy. It's about being there for your family. It's about being a role model, right? Whether it's for you, for your family, your confidence, you need to have a very strong why. And this is the thing that's going to keep you going even when things are really, really tough. Now, after this stage is stage four. This is called informed optimism. And you can start to push away the valley of despair. You start to reach stage four. Now you're starting to see a little bit of results. Your clothes are fitting better. Usually around like the 4 week mark is when you actually start to feel different. You look in the mirror, you're like, oh man, the guns are hugging the sleeve. My belly is going down a little bit. I can actually start to like walk them downstairs and feel really, really good. You're feeling energetic. You've gained some momentum. You're feeling more optimistic because you're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And at this stage, the cost of losing weight, like giving up on certain foods, waking up early, training, it doesn't really seem as bad anymore because the benefits are starting to show. You're starting to stay motivated. You're going continuously, right? The efforts that you're putting in the start, it feels like it's worth it. You're gaining momentum and the success starts to be more achievable. Now, this is stage five, success and fulfillment. This is what we've all been waiting for. You've been hitting your weight loss goals, and now the habits that were once challenging, like eating clean, eating better, eating a bit more restrictive, potentially in terms of calorie restriction, getting a little bit more framework, some more structure, going to actually go out of town and like eating the right foods, they no longer become a struggle. This becomes part of who you are. And at this stage, you can look back and say, I'm so glad I didn't give up. The benefits of losing weight are fully experienced. You literally have bricks for abs at this point. And the cost, it feels minimal in comparison. But remember, there's very few people that actually reach this stage because most people give up during stage two or stage three. Most people. And this is not only just for fitness, this is for business. It's starting a new skill. It's starting a new book. It's starting a podcast. People can commit for the first little bit. I think it was like in podcasts, if you have more than like 15 episodes, you're like top 10, top 5% or something like that, which is crazy. All you need to do is stay consistent and stay committed. And if you can stay committed and you keep pushing through, you'll be part of the small group that achieves real success. So here's my final thoughts. Whether you're just starting your weight loss journey, you're just starting to get fit, or you're in the thick of it, okay? Try to identify where you currently are in this emotional cycle of change. Understand that these tough stages are just part of the process. It's gonna help you push through. The more that you persist, the closer you are to the success that you actually want. So before you go, here's what I want you to actually do. Take a moment to reflect. Think about where you're currently at. Are you excited and full of optimism, or are you struggling? You're in the valley of despair. Whatever stage that you're in, remember that it's just part of the journey. And the next stage is waiting for you. And it's inevitable. Everyone will overcome this. Everyone is going to get to their mission as long as you stay consistent. So if you're feeling strong right now, awesome. Use that momentum to your advantage. But if you're struggling, you're finding things a little bit more difficult, that's okay. Know that this is when most people give up. And if you want to be different to the norm, you want to be different to average, you need to keep going. You're so close. You've already come this far. Just keep moving forward. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. If this resonates with you, share it to your friends, tag me. I would love to kind of see where you're currently at in your journey. And remember, the emotional cycle of change, this really truly applies to any sort of transformation. It's not just fitness. It's starting new skills, building a career. It's actually starting a business. You're improving yourself personally. You're going to experience stress. You're going to embrace it. You need to embrace the change and the growth. If you keep moving forward, no matter how difficult things feel, I promise you, as long as the thing is actually what you want to get, it's freaking worth it. And with that in mind, I'm going to leave this with you today. Every single person that you meet today, you're going to leave them in a better place. Smile at them. Peace, guys.